start now. Now, before I go on to cumulative frequency, because this section talks about median, but in order to do that, I need to do the 3 averages. I'm going to revise the Sec 2 work first, because if not, you don't have the prior knowledge. Actually, you have, but you've forgotten already. Okay? Now, there are 3 averages that we talk about. First one is what? Mean. Then we have what? Mode. And the last one is what? Median. Okay? Clear? Okay. Now, what do you mean by mean? All of you look at the board first. Let's say primary school students. They give daily pocket money. Okay? I have 5 students. First one get $2 every day. Second one get 4, 3, 5, 50. This one must be a rich man's son. Okay? Now, if I look at mean, right? How do I actually find mean? I add up everything, right? Then I divide by 5, right? Okay. All of you add up. Then I divide by 5. What is the amount? All of you, do it for me. What's the amount? 12.8. Okay. $12.80. Then you say, on average, these 5 students get $12.80 every day. Do you think it's a good representation? Can you see everybody also don't have law? This is the culprit law. You understand what I'm talking about? So, sometimes mean doesn't work. You understand what I'm talking about? Sometimes mean doesn't work. Now, mean is good when you want to find the average score of the whole class. Okay? Or the average, how you perform for certain tests is good for that. Okay? Now, next, I want to give you another set of data. For example, I want to open a chicken rice stall. Okay, at a certain area. Now you go and survey, right, whether that area people like to eat chicken rice or not first. Okay, if you go to a place whereby all the angmos are staying there, of course they don't like chicken rice lah. Then you want to bankrupt, you just tell me you can. Understand? So you got to do a survey. Now, the most popular one, or the one that occurs the most number of times, will be called the what? Mode. Or called the model score or the model whatever. Okay? Now, for example, let's talk about pocket money again. Okay. What will be the model pocket money? $4. Because $4 appear how many times? 3 times. It's the highest frequency. Everybody clear? So 4 is the mode. Now, what if I add another one? No. 4 appears 3 times. 3 appears 3 times. There are 2 modes here. $3 and $4. This is called bimodal. That means there are 2 modes. Do you understand? Okay, now then I want to ask a question. What if everything appears 3 times? Then for this data there's no mode. Because everything is the same. You understand what I'm talking about here? Everybody clear with what I'm talking about? Can or cannot? Okay, good. Now, next I want to talk about median. Now, just now I had 5. Like that, right? Okay. Now, can you see that this is already in ascending order? For median, the order is important. You must arrange in ascending order or descending order. But for convenience, can we just take ascending order? It's easier. Okay. Now, what do you mean by median? Median is the particular data that's at the middle score, the middle position. Okay, all of you look up. I have 5 values here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The middle score will be the 3rd position. Correct? You see here. So the middle score, the median is what? 4. Okay, now you will realize that in a country, right, when they want to represent the salary that's in the region, they use the median. They never use mean one. Okay, or the mode. That's even worse. Okay, now why is that so? Because in some countries, right, there'll be some beggars, right, but they don't earn anything, and then there'll be some millionaire, right. It doesn't mean that when I average all together, everybody like earn 50,000 per month. Not true, ma'am. So we must take the median. Okay, in Chinese they call it the 中位数, the median. If you read you see the news, they will say always 中位数. Okay, that kind of thing. Okay, the median. Now, if it is an odd number, of course I only have one middle position. Okay, like seesaw like that. Okay. What if it's 7 values? Where's the position? The fourth, right? Correct. Only one position. I'm not talking about. You don't quite tell me the median is 3. No, it's the position down there. Understand? The value at that particular position. What if I have 21 values? Where's the middle position? 11. It's at the 11. Can you see? Now how do I memorize it? Actually I don't memorize. I just find plus 1 divided by 2. That's position. You get what I'm talking about? Can or cannot? Cannot. Okay. So for this case, the median is 4. Right? Okay. What if I say? How many values now? 6. Now, if they have even number of values, right, but must be ascending order still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 values. There are 2 middle positions. It's the 3rd and 4th. So, 3 and 4 here, right? 3rd and 4th. So, what will be my median? 4 plus 5 divided by 2. Answer is 450. You take the 2 middle position, add up together and divide by 2. Okay, now can you see that in this particular case here, the median need not be one of the data. It's the average of the 2 middle score. Everybody clear? So if it's 6, it's 3rd and 4th, right? What I have 10 values. Then what? 5th and 6th. What if I have 100 values? 50 and 51. Is that clear? If I make myself very clear here, but it must be in ascending order. Okay, now why I need to repeat this from set 2? Because sometimes paper 1 that can be quite tricky, They can put the value x there and ask you what's the value of x. Okay, then you get stuck. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So when I do the chapter, I don't just do cumulative frequency, I do everything. You understand? Because later when I go on to percentile and everything, this one is included as well. You understand what I'm talking about here? I don't want people to be shocked by what I'm teaching. Okay? So this is actually called discrete data or the raw data that you have. Now I think you have seen something called a frequency table before. Okay, let me just tell you what is a frequency table. Okay? Now, for example, I have number of books being read by students. This is the number of students. Now, number of students can also be called what? Frequency, right? Okay. Let's say this one is read 1 book, 2 book, 3 book, 4 book, 5 book per week, not 1 day. 1 day read 5 book die. Okay, per week. So let's say I have a 4, 5, 7, 2, 3. Let's say. Like that, right? Okay. Now, every time when you have this kind of frequency table, the first thing I'll do is that I will go and find the total number of students first. But sometimes the question will tell you, then don't go and find again. Okay? 4 and 5 is what? 9, right? 16, right? 16 and 2 is what? 16 and 2 is 20. Wow. Steady, y'all. 16 and 2 is what? 18. 18 and 3 is what? I have 21 students in total. Can you see? Okay. Now, how do I get the mean? Now, if I write it in raw terms, all of you look up. It will be 1, 1, 1, 1, 4 times, right? Then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Correct? If write until 21 times already, right? Okay, 21 still not that enough. If 210 is you die already. You understand? You write until the next block, still haven't finished. You understand what I'm talking about? So we cannot do this kind of thing. So how do we get the mean? It's always 1 times 4, right? Plus what? 2 times 5, right? Plus what? 3 times 7 plus 4 times 2 plus 5 times 3 divide by what? It's 21. Number of students. What is the common mistake? They can't divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 column. It's a very common mistake, no? So not going to divide by 5 column. No, it's the total number of students. Everybody clear? Okay? And this one, can you key in your calculator and tell me? Key in your calculator and tell me. How much is that? How many books? If it's exact, give me exact. If it's not exact, it must be increasing bit or a fraction. No answer. I'll wait.
68.
So? Don't look at me, there's no answer. What did your calculator give you? Tell me. Calculator never give you anything. Throw away the calculator. Is it 2.7619? So 368 will be 2.76, right? Okay, now you will tell me, how can the number of books be 2 point something, right? Now this is just a representation. Just like when they say average number of children per family is 2.2. Does it mean that 2 children and after that half? No, ma. Okay, now one family is, don't laugh lah, I'm telling you how to interpret. 2.2, one family is 2.2, right? 10 family will be 22, then you can make sense, ma. You understand what I'm talking about? Don't say 2.2, cannot, I don't want. Cannot, it's a representation, it's a statistic data. Okay, now, so this will be the mean. Now, can you tell me what is the mode here? 3. A lot of people will tell me 7. The answer is not the frequency, it's the one that gives you the answer. So 7 appears, that means 3 appears 7 times now. So 3 is the mode. This is where students make mistake. They will tell me 7 straight away. Then I will throw you out of the class, that's all. You understand? Then a lot of people being thrown, alright, you're on the mode, that's it. Okay? Okay? Okay, now, then we go on to median. This one median, we got to talk about position. Okay, position. Now, I'm not going to write down 1, 1, 1 everywhere. After 5 middle position, I die already. Okay, now, I have 21 values. Where is my middle position? Only one, right? That is at the 11th position. Agree? Okay, all of you look up. This is important. This is position 1 to 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. So this one will start at 5, correct? Okay, you look at my hand now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? It will end at 9, right? What is the common mistake? Student go and take 5 plus 1, end up at 10. No, you see, take the previous one. 5 plus 4, you get 9. You understand? Because you see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You start with 5. Correct now? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Position. You see, 1 is 4 times, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Then 2 how many times? 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can you see it's the 9th position? If I line that up like that. Okay? So what will this be? 10 to what? 10 to what? 16. 17 to? Only 2 position, so it's 17, 18 only, right? You line up. 19 to what? You see, 21. If you line up, got more students, that means got girls, cannot. You understand? If less means somebody die already, cannot. Okay, you cannot be put until die one. You understand what I'm talking about here? So, it must be exactly, understand? So, what do I want? Which position do I want? 11. Now, you look at the ranking. Can you see 11 falls here? So, the mode is 3. Sorry, the median is 3. You understand what I'm talking about here? Okay? Now, what if, let's say I have 22 values, then it will be the 11 and the what? 12. If let's say at this particular thing, the position, can you see 11 and 12 falls here? It will be this value. Correct? Because the same value add together divided by 2 is still that value. Now, what if my 11 fall here and stuck 12 over here? Then with this value plus this value, divide by 2. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So the ranking is important. You understand what I'm saying here? Okay, so you must know how to rank them. Okay, and how to add, you add these two this half. Don't go and add this one, after that you have a lot of extra people coming out. No? You understand what I'm saying here? So this is mean, mode, and median from your secondary 2 syllabus. Are you all clear? Okay. Now, so when do we use median? When there are extreme values, like some outliers. I think you heard about this word, right? For example, everybody get $2 to $3 pocket money. This person get $300. So this one will affect my mean. So mean will not be used. We use median will be better. Everybody clear? It depends on the purpose. For example, you're a shopkeeper. You order shoe sizes. You order the most popular one, right? That's the mode lah. You don't go and order size 20, the big food one. Then nobody buy, the whole shop collapse. Then you say, no, I want to take average. I want to order size 5.254. Then nobody fit that particular thing, you understand? Okay, so it depends on your purpose. Are you all clear? I'm trying to make it as relevant to you as possible. Everybody okay? Alright, now, then we can start the chapter. Very good. Yes, let's start. Okay. Now, I want everybody to look at page 67, cumulative frequency table and curve. Now, cumulative frequency curve is always like this. I don't understand this one is a new one, and yet there's no ink in block here. Make me carry all the way from the general office up, right? And then no ink. Don't you think they have 浪费我的时间? And they 浪费my 青春. 青春 means they have wasted my youth. There's not much youth left. You see? One class actually discussed about half the lesson whether I should dye my hair. I think that's so ridiculous. When I talk about maths, nobody is interested. But when I say whether I should dye my hair, wow, everybody suddenly very interested. One side say dye, the other side say don't dye, that kind of thing. I want to tell something. I like, I dye. I don't like, I don't want. That's it, okay? But actually, you can see already so white, right? And then the dye means I don't want now. Correct now? Okay? Don't, see, why I talk rubbish? Because some people are, the mind is not here already, the body is here. The mind is at home because weekend, want to play game whole day, whole night, Huh? Okay, come. This one is ridiculous, put here. Come. Now, cumulative frequency is always like this. All of you look here. Then you have maybe marks or whatever down at the horizontal axis. The frequency is always at the vertical axis. Now, it will always go this way. It's like a S-shaped kind of graph. Understand? Usually it's an S-shaped type of graph. Okay, now if I have, let's say, 40 students, this final one will be 40. It's the total of the whole thing. If let's say I have 200 cars, the final one here will be 200. Understand? It's accumulative until the end. Okay? Alright, now I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Okay? Now, can you look at the table on page 67? I'm going to draw this from the bottom. I get the thing done. So I have a 3, 5, 16, 12, 4, okay? Alright, what does this frequency table, it's not cumulative yet, this is just frequency table. Okay, that means number of hours. Let's take a look at the question context first. Okay? You don't need to discuss in pairs, I'll discuss together with you, okay? Show the number of hours spent surfing the internet by 40 students on a particular day. 3.1b shows the corresponding table of cumulative frequency. I'll tell you what it means. Okay? To find so on and so forth. Okay? Now, what does this raw data mean? It means 3 people serve between 0 and 2, right? Then 5 people is 2 to 4, so on and so forth. Okay? Now, I want you to take note of something here. Hello? This is important. Can you see 2 is included here? So 2 will be excluded here. You cannot have both like that, then you don't know where to put the thing. Okay? Likewise, if let's say this one exclude 2, then this one will include 2. It must be included in one of the class, which is called the class. Everybody clear with what I'm talking about? It cannot include in 2 because you count twice. You get what I'm talking about? So it will be very clear which one we have included it in. Everybody okay? Alright? So in this particular case here, what they did was they included here, so they excluded that. It's only be counted once. Okay? Now, then I'm going to draw the cumulative table first. Okay? The question says number of hours T. Then this one what I have labeled is cumulative frequency already. Can you see it's cumulative frequency already? Okay. How would I draw the parallel? Now, I always like to draw. I don't like to use visualizer because I find that students can see better. If I use a textbook, you're so used to it, you ignore me, you know. Okay, now, T less than equals to 2. I have 3 there. Of course, you must know some the net must be more than 0 lah, or 0 lah. It cannot be negative lah. Now, then second one. What about T less than equals to 4? That means it includes the 2, you know. So what must I do to this? I must add up, right? Can you see it's 8? Talking to you. Yeah? Now, next one. This will be what? 24, right? Can you see? Accumulated. Then, what about 8? Huh? 36. Last one? 40, right? Can you see just now I said already, if there are 40 students, the final one must be 40. Can you see what I'm talking about? If there are 200 vehicles, the final one must be 200. Okay, now, can you see that if I plot the frequency curve, it will be like this? If I plot. Last time, plotting is in the syllabus. Now, plotting is no longer in the syllabus. They will give you the curve you analyze, that's it. Thank God. I really thank God, you know why? Because anyhow plot. Understand? Can or cannot? Okay, now then there's an important thing here. From frequency table, I get to cumulative is okay, I add all up, right? How about from this, I want to get back to there. If this is add, this is what? Minus log. Can you see what I'm talking about? You see this is 3, right? So how to get this one? 8 minus 3, 5. Can you see or not? Talking to you. How do I get this? 24 minus 8, 16. How do I get this? 36 minus 24, 12. How do I get this? Yeah, 4. So you must know how to do the reverse as well. Everybody clear about what I am saying? Yes or no, class? Confirm? Perfectly fine? Okay, good. Yeah? Yeah, sure. So this is the class discussion. Okay, now I want you all to look at the practice now question on page 68. Okay? Page 68. Okay, I want you to draw a table beside it. That is the frequency table. I want you to draw a cumulative frequency table beside it. Okay, let's look at the question first. I'm going to do the whole question for you so that to initiate the thing into cumulative frequency. Alright? Now, the length of 40 insects of a certain species were measured to the nearest millimeter. The frequency distribution is given in the table below. Okay, let me draw this. We have length x and n and frequency. Now, can you draw another one beside it? No need to be nice size, just freehand can really. Length x and n. Then can you put cumulative frequency over here? Cumulative frequency for me. All of you draw and fill up for me. They say, using the table below, construct a cumulative frequency table. Okay, I want you to fill up this column so that you know how to get the frequency table. The cumulative frequency table. All of you, now. Give 3 minutes. Okay. Can you tell me total is how many insects? 40, right? So class, what is this number? 1 What's this number? 4. And 10, 22, 32, 38, 40. Can you see the final one must be 40? Can you see what I'm talking about here? So this will be my cumulative frequency table. Everybody clear? Now, then I want to ask again, how do I get from cumulative to the normal frequency? You just minus off. Is that clear? You just minus off. Clear? Okay, just like this one. 4 minus 1 is 3, 10 minus 4 is 6, so on. Everybody okay? Can or cannot? Can, huh? Okay, now next, I want you to look at the questions. We are going to answer the questions here. Using the cumulative frequency table which you have constructed, find the number of insects which are 50 mm or less. Now, can you see 50 mm or less? Hello, hello. I just read this one, can you, right? The answer is what? 32, right? Okay, now, then students will say, Cher, actually I don't need to see this now. I just, from here, I add up all this also can now. Yeah, it's correct. But can you see this one has the convenience? You get what I'm saying? Okay? Alright, now part 2. than 45 nm in length. This one you have to take the other way around. All of you look up here. More than 45 nm. Now, can you see this one is less than or equal to 45? That's why I say whether equal or not is important. Can you see this one is less than or equal to 45? Okay, so more than 45 must be 40 minus 22, right? You agree with what I'm saying? So what is this answer? 18. There are 18 of them which are more than 45. Are you all okay? Now, then I need to say something here. Hello? This one is always students get confused. What if all these are not equal but all without the equal sign? Then I cannot say more than 45. I will say which are 45 nm or more. That is the other side because down here is all less than 45. So those that are equal to 45 or more will be this. So can you see the question will be very clear. All levels like that, they will tell you properly. Whether it's included or excluded is very clear one. Everybody clear? Because this textbook sometimes is not very clear. I want to just tell you that it's not possible. My exam questions and the O level will be very clear. Because if the teacher is not clear, I will tell the teacher off and say, better set clearly. If not, my student don't understand what I'm talking about. Everybody clear with what I'm talking about? Can, huh? Okay, so this one got equal sign, huh? So 18. Part 3. What did they ask for? All of you look. More than 35, but less than or equal to 55. Oh, sorry. Less than or equal to 50. More than 35. Is here, right? Plus minus off, correct? You agree what I'm talking about? Yes or no here? Okay? Now, all of us, huh? Some people will be confused. Don't think off the one because later I believe. I just write down my question here. More than 35 nm, but less than or equal to 50 nm, right? Okay. I'll do the other way around, you'll be clear to you. All of you look at the board now. What is less than or equal to 50? Less than or equal to 50 is this one, right? Correct or not? You want those more than 35. That means you cannot have those less than or equal to, right? So you must minus off this one, right? Can you see what I'm talking about here? So the answer here is what? 32 minus 4. Answer what? 28. Are you all clear with what I'm talking about here? Can or cannot? Okay, I repeat. More than or equal to 50 is this one, right? But they want more than 35 nm. If I take this one is less than or equal, so I must deduct this one off. That's why I minus 4, I get 28. Now, if let's say you want to get from here, I will add up these three, right? Can you see this is more than 35, less than 50. So 1, 2, 3. Can you see you still get 28? There shouldn't be anything that is wrong down here. It must be the same. Everybody okay with what I'm talking about? Can or cannot? Can, huh? Okay, good. So, then, what is our problem? Okay? Because, I look at the time, if I start the next one, I cannot end up the time. Can I just show you what you want to do for this, and then that's it, no homework for today? Because I want you to go back and revise for your day. You understand? But not so kind, not every day no homework one. You see my face very cool, right? Some don't have one. Just once in the blue moon or in the purple moon, that kind of thing. Okay? Now, how do I plot the frequency table here? So, sorry, cumulative frequency curve here. Now, if you look this way, hello? And this one will be length x and n. So most likely it will be something like this. And this one will be 40 This one will be what? 60 nm. Okay, now I just want to tell you this. The answers for frequency table is here. This one will just give you the number. Understand? Unless you want to see other things. Okay, now I want to know, do you agree that median is 50%? Median means half, right? 50%. Okay? So how do I get the median? 20, right? So you read off at where? 20, right? 40, read off 20. So you read. This will be your median score. Or median length. That's how you get from the cumulative frequency table. Curve, sorry. Okay? Now, then, what else? Okay? Now, let me just show you how you read from a frequency curve. All of you look up here. Now, let's say I have something here. I have this one, 34 mm. All of you look up. When I read here, let's say this answer is star. That means I'll have star insect that has length 34 mm or less. You understand? It's always less. Okay, but whether you include or not depends on the question. Now, what if I have a 52? And this is a triangle. What does triangle represent? Number of insects that have 52 mm or less. Agree? Now, what if I want more than 52 mm? I must read this one already. Then I take 40 minus triangle. This is called the other way around. Students always forget. And mind you, I can insert probability in. What's the probability of me selecting an insect? That is da 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 da. You get what I'm talking about? And I can also say ratio. I can also say percentage. That's why it's difficult. You understand? The concept itself is fine. It's when I add in a lot of rubbish that becomes not very nice. Do you understand? Clear or not clear? Okay, now repeat again. Like, what if I have 41? What do you want? Present. What does present represent? Number of insects that is 41 mm or less. What if I want number of insects that's more than 41 mm? 40 minus present. You must get this in your head first. The other way around. Is that clear? Okay, Trisha, stop the video. I say no homework, that means no homework.